Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. And welcome to Turning Your Passion in the Prophet Morning Show. How's everybody doing today? We hope that you're having a beautiful day wherever you may be around the globe. I got out this morning, Tiffany, before we went on air, I got out there and it's beautiful outside.
Yes, it
I
is.
heard the birds chirping and everything. The other day I was telling you about it, we were mentioning it. And I didn't even get a chance to go outside until later on. But I made an
You need a
opportunity. I
bite.
had an opportunity this morning, and I went outside, and
I'm
I
glad.
just got some of the breeze.
Good.
And
Okay.
maybe that's why I'm feeling some
Mhm.
type of way right now, like
Got you.
laid back. Because
Hmm.
it's so refreshing to
It
get
is.
outside and just breathe that fresh
Hmm.
air. It's
Hmm.
so refreshing. But
Absolutely.
ladies, audience, how are
Mm.
you doing today? That's what we want to
Yeah.
say. How are you doing today?
Yeah.
We hope that whatever you're into, that you're having a fantastic day. And like I said, if you're not having a fantastic day, you
Hmm.
always get up in the morning. And
Hmm.
before you get in the presence of others, get in the presence of God. And
Yes.
just, allow yourself to empty yourself and
Hmm.
be filled for that day. And next, get in that mirror and
Hmm.
look yourself in the eyes and
Hmm.
begin to talk to yourself. Begin to frame your day because this
Right.
is a great thing. It's a
Hmm.
great day to be alive. And just like Tiffany said, it's better to be seen and not viewed, right? I love
Absolutely.
that. I love that. Better be seen and not viewed. But y'all,
Absolutely.
it's a beautiful day.
It
A beautiful springtime day. So make this day the best, okay? Because this is your day. This day
is.
is a gift to you. So
Absolutely.
make it your best. Maximize your potential. And that's what we all about here on Turning Your Passion in the Prophet Morning Show. And I'm Gertrude J. Chapman. And for those of you who don't know me, and that's what I teach you, how to maximize your potential and
Hmm.
stop leaving money on the table.
Hmm.
Because, ladies, let me tell you, so many times you're so busy getting everybody else together, whether it's your husband or your children or your boss or your students. And you know what? You leave yourself on the back burner and you don't even think about yourself. But I want to tell you, you are significant. You're not
Absolutely.
insignificant. You are significant. You are
Absolutely.
essential. You have gifts, talents, and abilities in you that need to come forth in this season. Yes, I'm saying in this season because today is your winning season. Good morning, Joshua. How you doing today? Great to see you on the show this morning. But you know what? Tiffany, this is a lovely day.
It
This is
is.
a lovely day, and I'm so excited.
It
I'm
is.
so excited today.
Uh-huh. That's good. I like hearing you excited because I kid you not, when your excitement is on, it's a whole different ball game. So I love it when you're super excited because then I just get a chance to do the comments and stuff because you be excited. So I just get to be like, yeah, go ahead, Miss Gertrude. But I'm super excited to be here as well. It's a wonderful day to be in the neighborhood, and it's a beautiful day for y'all to be my neighbors. So I'm super
Yeah.
grateful for it. Joshua, good morning. Super grateful to
Good
see you
morning,
here.
Joshua. Yes.
As we always say, the comments is definitely your best friend and our best friend as well. So make sure if any questions or concerns that you have, that's going to be the space for you to share anything that you have to say with us, and we'll go ahead and get back to you in real timing. But I guess it'll be a wonderful opportunity for me to introduce myself to you. So I
Mhm.
am Tiffany Rochelle, known as the People's Cheerleader, also known as Coach T. Rowe. So what I do is I help women to rid the toxins from their hearts and to set goals that are true to themselves. So that's definitely something that I help you in regards to. And I'm also a mentor now. So if there's some mentoring that you're in need of, definitely I will be the one to help you out with that. So with that being said, we've already stated what's going on for the comment section. So I guess we could say we could get this show on the road. So Miss Gertrude, the floor is yours so we can turn your passion into profit.
Yeah, we're gonna get this show on the road, And yes, as I mentioned on the show, that sometimes in the summertime we're gonna have a conference, Tiffany. We're gonna have a conference to help people, maximize their potential. Okay,
Sure.
because
Let's
I
go.
know that a lot of times, dreams sit dormant in people, but I
Sure.
want to tell them they could dream again.
Sure.
Okay, they could dream again. Those dreams are still there. You know, when you were a child, when all of us were children, we had those fantastic dreams. Okay. And because of life, because of situations and circumstances, you know, things happen. But, you know, people have things inside of them.
Sure.
And we're going to teach them how to get these things out of them so they can maximize their potential. Because, you know, being in the rat race, that's what I call it. When I was in that corporate circle, I was in the rat race. Okay.
Yeah.
But you're so unfulfilled. Okay. There's a void there. So this is what we're going to be teaching. And this is what we have been talking about to maximize your potential, to live your truth. Because today we're going to be talking about experience living your truth. You know, no more of that pretense, y'all. Experience living your truth. And, you know, sometimes it's not intentional pretense, but it's something that just covers up. Okay. To cause people to feel better. You know, they want to feel good about themselves. You know, confidence comes with living your truth.
Sure.
It comes with living your truth. Yesterday I talked about, you know, when a fish is out of water,
talk to us.
It's just flipping around. But once it comes into the water, its genius comes forth.
Okay.
And that's the same thing with confidence. When people say they're not confident about something, I'll tell them, well, check your truth level.
How about it? Okay. Okay.
Because confidence comes with the truth.
Okay.
Living your truth. And we're going to help you experience living your truth. Just like when you go to Disney, okay? You don't go to see that mouse. Girl, who want to go see a mouse? You pay.
I kill mouses. Nope. I better not ever see a mouse. No, ma'am. Nope. No, ma'am.
You don't pay for that.
No, ma'am.
No, you don't like the mouse, but it's an experience.
I don't want that mouse experience because I feel a mouse around. No, you don't
like mouses, right? Don't like those rats.
No.
But the thing is, it's an experience. That's what you pay for.
Yeah.
And it's a grand experience. Okay? So we want people to have that experience where they reconnect with their truth. Because we always tell you, be unapologetically you. Okay? You don't have to apologize. Just be you. And it's not like, you know, you have to live according to somebody else's standards. Or according to what people have said about you. Just live your truth. And the confidence will show up. It will show up, you know, and you have to walk in your truth fully. Okay? Be you. And you already are. Okay? Like a lot of times I talk to people who's writing their books, or they think that once they write a book, they're going to become an author. No, you already are. You will not, waiting to be. And whatever it is that your purpose is in life, that's who you already are. You're not waiting to be that person. You already are that person. So begin living your truth. You know, people are always trying to delay. So it's somewhere down the line that I'm going to be this. I'm going to be that. Okay? You already are that person. So start living that way fully. Okay? That's who you are. Don't try to dim your light. Don't try to shy back. Okay? Don't do that. Just be who you are. You don't have to explain to no one. You don't have to apologize to no one. You know, be unapologetically you. And they say, that's why I'm taking a sabbatical. I can put things in perspective. I did 3 fashion shows in 5 months. I need to rest.
Good. Rest. Because that's important.
Yes, that's very important. To get refocused. Yeah. To get refocused. Because sometimes you have to, you have to step back and get refocused. Okay? Because at least I'm glad you're doing those fashion shows. Okay? All right? And you need to refocus, because what you're doing there and with everybody, okay, it's big. Okay? it's big. And you have to, sometimes step back and rest to refocus.
Mm-hmm.
Because everything that's inside of us is much bigger than us.
It is. It should be.
It should be.
And I'm just grateful that he took. It is a good thing. I'm just grateful that you're paying it. And that goes into one of our topics, that you're paying attention to you. Well, it kind of goes around. But I'm glad that you're paying attention to you enough to know I need rest. I need to sow into me. I need to feed me, because fashion shows take a lot out of you. Just doing when you're feeding the public, period. And feeding the public does not necessarily mean with bread, 2 fishes, and 5 loaves of bread. That means with your talent and your treasure that you have inside of you. When you're doing that, virtue is leaving you. So the fact that you're able to recognize, hey, I need to sow into me, I have to commend you. And I'm saying I'm super grateful for you.
Yes.
And don't allow not one mother's son or no father's daughter make you feel bad about you taking a sabbatical and you taking care of you. You hear me? Because that's one thing that an individual will do, is to make you feel bad or try to crucify you for taking care of you. If I don't take care of me and secure my own air, y'all won't be beneficial. I promise you, I can't preach that enough. Take care of you. I believe in being selfish to a degree, as in taking care of you first. Now, you don't have to be I ain't sharing and I ain't doing and I ain't doing. I don't believe in that aspect of being selfish. I have a different worldview of being selfish, as in take care of self first. That's what I'm making reference to. Securing you first, because I am a people pleaser, as in I'm making sure people are taken care of. So because of how I am, I definitely reverence and respect anybody that pays attention to themselves and really realizes, oh man, I'm tired. Whoa, shoot. Hey, the fact that you did that, I have to commend you. And I tell you, you almost bring some tears to my eyes. That the fact that you're paying attention to you and know that I need time to me, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And you're very welcome. You're so welcome.
That is so good. Now, I want to clarify something, and I want you to clarify this too. Yeah. Now, Tiffany doesn't mean she's a people pleaser where she's gonna, do, this cowl down. That's
definitely not that.
Make it plain.
No,
because
I'm not a people pleaser.
Sure in
that aspect, I'm not one of those people pleasers. I just like making sure people are happy. But I am not going to make sure someone is happy at the sacrifice of me. So one thing I'm going to make sure I'm cool. I'm going to make sure whatever it is that somebody is asking of me, it lines up with my beliefs. It lines up with my truths. And it's something that I'm really, truly trying to help you with. So I definitely believe in helping the people. It's one of the reasons why I'm the people's cheerleader, because I'm always helping somebody. I'm always putting my hand in somebody's back, trying to help you become better. But one thing I'm not going to do is help you become better, but sacrificing me. I am not the sacrificial lamb. He's already been slain, but he came that I might have life and that more abundantly. I'm not sacrificing my life anymore for individuals. However, I will make some type of sacrifice to better you, but I'm not, no again. That's selfish in that aspect.
Yep, that's it. Because, we always make things plain to people to let them know, what's going on. But, paying attention, like you said, yes, I am formulating new plans and learning to meditate and take naps. And that's so important.
A blessing.
And that's all a part of, the vision. That's all a part, the goals, the plans, the strategies, and everything else. You have to meditate. You have to see it. Because you have to see it before you see it, or you'll never see it. How are you going to lead people? If you say you're an effective leader, how are you going to lead people if you don't know where you're going? And that's how, this particular subject came about today, because it was all about the blind, okay? How to lead. And people, your audience, a lot of times they are blinded. They don't know where they're going. So being an effective leader, you have to see it in order to lead them. Because if you're not seeing it, if you're not meditating, if you're not taking naps, if you're not taking sabbaticals, if you're not resting, if you're not, allowing your plans, your goals, your strategies to come together, where are you going to lead them?
Where? Blind leading the blind.
You can't I ain't falling in no ditch. Fall in a ditch. All of you will fall in a ditch. Okay, I think that's the word right there. Because people need additional help.
Sure.
They're smiling on the outside, but on the inside, they tore up. Okay?
Sure.
They tore up. They can't see. And sometimes, we can't. And that's why we collaborate according to purpose, okay? Because our purpose is by design. Everything is by design.
Absolutely.
Because if we don't have it where we can help them, we know somebody else who's in our collaboration, in our partnership, where we can refer those people to, okay?
Absolutely.
Quality experts. I'm not talking about fly by night. I'm not talking about get rich quick. I'm not talking about all of these things. What I'm talking about quality people who's going to care for people who's going to take care of their needs, to bring them to a place where they can have victories in their lives.
Sure.
Because that's very, very important. And we have to look out for those who are coming our way,
Sure.
because we have to pay attention to those. And this was the first one. I know I done talked over it, right? Pay attention to those who are around you, okay? Those who are around you. Some of them may need our help. Some of these we may pass on, It's very, very important, okay? Very important. But experience living your truth, walking your truth, okay? And I'm going to tell you where transformation takes place at the end of this. But walking in your truth, it's great. It's great to take that time to, look at your vision. I look at my vision daily, okay? I look at my goals daily. I look at my plans daily. I look at my strategies daily, and I adjust them to, on a daily basis, because those things have to be adjusted, okay? Always keep them before your eyes, okay? Whether they're, on Notepad or whether it's on the computer. I even have mine on my computer screen and also as a video that's, only for me. And it's written down. But I have to, and you have to, okay, to keep it before you. Live your truth, walk in your truth, especially when you're connecting with your audience, because it's very, very vital, okay? But like I said, if you're lacking confidence is connected to living your truth. So if anybody's lacking confidence in any area, check your truth factor. Check and see if you're living your truth. Or as we explained, a couple of weeks ago, whose vision are you living? Is it your vision or is it somebody else's vision for you? Because, Tiffany, at a drop of a hat, if someone asks me to speak, I don't have to go get ready, hurry up to get ready to be ready. I'm already ready. And I know the same with you, okay? Because it's inside of me, okay? It's inside of me. All right? I may think about what I'm going to say, but I'm going to say it, okay?
Oh, absolutely.
Just like these broadcasts. We do a certain skeleton thing right here because we could go on. I know me. I could go on talking for hours, okay? Because I know with you, Tiffany, you could go on talking for hours too, because it's inside of you. And that well will never run dry. It's like a river of flowing water. It's this bubbling up. Because this is who we are.
Absolutely. Everything, I can't stress enough. My grandma said that all the time. Everything in you got to come out. So you have to be careful what you put in you, because it's going to come out. And I don't know why I just thought about this. It's a little just right now, because she always used to say everything in you got to come out. And when I was little, I used to hear the kids in the neighborhood, they used to cuss. Now, growing up in my household, there was never a cuss word ever said in the household at all. Strict Kojic parents. I promise you that I feel like I've never seen any evil go on in the household. Anything malicious that I know of has always happened on the outside of the house. But I learned how to cuss because I was around the neighborhood kids. And so one time I got really mad. And I was like, oh, man, this, God. And I was getting ready to say, God dang it, but not dang it. And so I did say dang. And my grandmother said, that's still a cuss word. You might as well go ahead and say it because it's in your heart. Everything in you got to come out. She said, so you putting something in you. What's in you? And I'm like, how you know? Like, so in my brain, I'm like, you wasn't with me. You stay in the house, you always praying and singing somewhere. So how do you know that? But she was always very attentive. And she was always, regardless to if she was in the house, she would be in that window. She's paying attention to everything that's going on. And because she was a woman of prayer, she's always constantly understanding. Her and the Lord talk all the time. I think he told her too much sometimes about some stuff that went on. But I'm saying that because the stuff that's in us is eventually going to come out. So regardless to if it's something bad you're eating, if it's something bad you're watching, whatever you're digesting, all that stuff is going to come out of you. So you have to be careful of what's in you or what you're putting in you, because it's eventually going to come out. You're going to be angry. You don't watch one of these little housewives. I don't want to blame everything on just the housewives, but whatever it is that you're watching, everything around you personally affects you. So you have to be careful and paying attention to if you have a bad attitude, you might have woke up this morning feeling good. Hey, what's going on? Hey. And then all of a sudden now I'm like, hey, man, I'm just tired. I don't feel like this. Like I got an attitude. Why do I have an attitude? Let me check. Who was I just talking to? Who was around me that done caused my attitude to shift? We're supposed to impact others, not having them. Well, they should impact us, but negatively. Why am I done changed? What happened? So you have to be careful, because that's starting to deposit in me. And so now whoever I was talking to, I done picked that up, and now I'm sad. Now I'm mad. Now what's happening? You have to be very careful of that. Make sure you guard your energy, protect yourself. Got to do it.
Yeah. And we talked about that last week, protecting the ear gates and the eye gates, and that's why it moves us to the next one. You have to lead them. You have to lead people because your audience, they're bogged down. Okay. The things you immerse yourself in your things you immerse yourself in, you subject others to some sort of way. And that's so true, right? That is so true. But you have to protect your ear gates and your eye gates, because whatever goes in is going to come out. Okay. Because those are the things. Okay. That's why you have to be careful, because if not, you're going to meditate on those things. And once you meditate on those things, okay, that's a thought process. Thoughts are very powerful. And then it comes to the speech. Now you're speaking it out. Now you're living it. Like you talk about the housewives. Okay. You're talking about TV. How much pretense is in that? Now, instead of you living your truth, you're patterning your life behind somebody in Hollywood or wherever. Okay. Live your truth. Okay. A lot of that is nothing but a lot of lies. Okay. A lot of falsities, a lot of different things of that nature. I remember, my whole reason for moving here. Okay. Because back home, my son and I, we used to do commercials. We used to do plays. We used to do movies. Okay. That was my reason for moving here. Okay. In the beginning, when we moved here, been here, 32 years.
Oh, wow. Been here a long time.
Yeah. I had a contract with Universal Studios. Okay. One day, God spoke to me. He said, stop play acting.
Wow.
Okay. I was working my way up. Stop play acting. I said, play acting. I wasn't doing anything bad, but I love the movies. I love the commercials. I love, the plays and stuff like that. So instead, I got involved in writing plays, for the church. The whole thing from top to bottom. Okay. During the whole production and stuff like that was brought forth, with the youth. And again, this was coaching. The youth, different things for the convocation and the conferences and different things of that nature. But he told me to stop play acting. And I didn't understand what that meant. But later on, I understood. Okay? So that's why you have to live your truth.
Have to. Absolutely.
It was just something I didn't understand who I was. Okay? And I didn't never understand who I was up until a point when I got laid off twice back to back. Fault of my own. You remember I told you when the housing market went bust. Then when I had to look inside of myself to see what I had to work with, I was brought to that point. That's when I discovered my true identity. And that's how a lot of people, they don't know who they really are. They don't know their true identity. Okay? That's why us who have come into our true identity, who are living our purpose have to lead our audience where
Gotcha.
they can begin to experience living their truth. Not only experience living their truth, but live their truth.
Have to live it. That's a beautiful
Yeah.
thing, to live in your truth. The fact that you're having the opportunity to live, that's a good thing. But when you're able to live and you're living in your truth, that's a beautiful thing, where I'm not, as you said, that play acting smacked in the mouth, because I'm saying, because there's oftentimes, like we said, we were looking at these little reality TV shows, which is a scripted reality, but we see what their reality is, and we try to emulate that. But we're playing a part that they're playing already, and that's not true and authentic to us. Now, I don't mind you gleaning information from individuals and you use attempting to become something like they are, as in, oh, I see that they're hardworking. Oh, they're a real estate mogul. I wanted to get into real estate too. And thank you for being a good inspiration. Now, that's not bad when you're doing something like that. But if you see how they're always name brand, and now you ain't got no kind of money, and you borrowing money from banks to try to go ahead and look like that, and you're putting yourself in debt to look like you're successful, but you're not putting in the work to be successful, that's a problem. You're trying to emulate something that you're not. Wait till you get there, and it's just going to take some time to get there. You're going to get there, but you're just going to have to put in the work in there. We have to stop play acting. We're acting like we're somebody else that we're not. We'll eventually get there if that's for you. If that's your lot, you will get to where you want to get to, but you got to live in your truth. And you're going to go, when you live in your truth and you are authentic to you, things will become better, because it's you. It's who you are. I'm not trying to be somebody else. I am being authentically me. Here we go with the shirt again. So why be somebody else when you're so doggone good at being you? You can't help but to embrace who you are. And when you're embracing who you are, you're able to lead them in the way that they need to go. And you're able to help somebody else because you're being true to who you are. I see plenty of preachers all the time, and I'm always watching. And one of them two preachers that I absolutely love, Bishop William Murphy and Pastor Jamal Bryant, two individuals that I absolutely love. And I love how they're true to them. And I can't help but to say Dr. Cheryl Powell, she's here in Florida, down in Pompano. Nevertheless, but I love those three individuals because they're so authentic to who they are. So are there the words that they say super powerful? Absolutely. I appreciate how they're able to dissect the word and tell you whatever, but I love how they put their personality in it. And in the process of them putting their personality in it, it's never something that waters down the word, but they're who they are. If they're telling jokes up there while they're up speaking, I like it. It's never inappropriate, and you never can't like, I'm not paying attention to what you're saying. And even if they have a snafu in their life, because at one point in time, Pastor Bryant, he was in the news media, and a lot of people look at him negatively. I'm not worried about what his life. I got my own business to take care of, but it's just how they make sure that they're able to lead individuals. It's how they talk, and they're authentically being who they are. In the process of them being who they are, they're able to grab individuals because you're true to yourself. This is what I do, and this is who I am for my life. But you're true to who you are, and I'm able to embrace what you're saying because you're authentically you. You're not trying to be somebody else. You're being exactly who you are. In return, the words that you're saying is effective because you're being who you are. So I appreciate anybody who can authentically be themselves. I love it. Stop trying to cheat the process and go through what you need to in order to grow so you can eventually lead others. Slap somebody in the mouth with that statement. Thank you.
That is so good, huh? That is true. That is true.
Yes.
So you can eventually lead others, because that's what we're doing. We're leading others, in the process. And as we lead them, it brings us to another point, outside of the noise, because there's a lot of noise that's going on. You see what I told you, there was a lot. I was constantly searching. I was going through processes. I was going through different things, but not until I came to that suddenly in my life did I begin to look inside of myself instead of looking for something on the outside to fill that void. To fill that void. There's a lot of noise that's going on out there.
A lot of it.
Many voices, too much activities, distractions. Distractions have a loud voice and they're calling, but you have to be ironclad focused. And once you come into your truth, and you know who you are, it doesn't matter about the voices anymore.
It don't. It don't.
Doesn't. It doesn't. You could stand, okay? When you know your purpose, because our purpose is by design. Okay? It does, and I'm not saying that you don't take quality advice. Okay? You don't take quality advice. You do take advice, okay?
Sure.
But you know how to put it in perspective. Yesterday after I finished the show, it was a good show on yesterday, okay? Talking about your confidence comes with expertise. Because again, once you know your expertise, once you know your assignment, once you know your purpose, that's when confidence comes. Okay. I had 2 phone calls.
Okay.
One lady called me and she was asking me, "Oh, well, Lord laid on your heart that you wanted the person that I should work with. And this is something maybe years ago I had told her about." Okay.
Okay.
Now she's talking about this. When will you have time? And blah, blah, blah. No, I don't have time.
Yeah.
Because that has been passed. You see, we have to know where we are in this journey.
Yeah.
Okay? Because you remember, we walk in that path. We have seen the vision. Okay? We have seen the destination. We're on this journey. Okay? No, I'm not the one. Okay? I'm not the one. Even though, I do book coaching. I'm a book coach. Okay?
Yeah.
But I'm on this journey, okay? And I'm taking my clients from level to level.
Sure. Absolutely.
Okay? I cannot go back.
Yeah.
Then I get another phone call from an individual, okay? Talking about some stuff. No, that's not me.
That's not it.
Okay? Opportunity to do this, okay? To speak or do this. No, that's not me.
Right, right.
So you have to know where you are on this journey.
Right. The opportunity path.
Outside of the noise. Even though it may seem like a good thing, but are you in that place, in that particular place, or is that behind you?
Right.
Now, I don't know, in the future, it could come back around.
Right.
To revisit that. But you have to continue forward.
Have to.
You got to continue forward. Not there. Not there anymore.
Excuse me. Absolutely. And we talk about that all the time.
People are caught up in that. They're constantly going back. They're constantly going back. No, you got to continue forward.
Can't go back to the way.
Outside of distractions. Distractions aren't always, something that will totally take you off the path. It could be on that path that you have gone through.
Absolutely.
Okay? But you have gone through that. Now you on to something next. Because now what we're doing, we're building people up to have a wealthy mindset, to walk in their confidence, so they can maximize their potential, to get to knowing who they are, their purpose in life. Okay? And I speak to authors, okay, to write their book, because I believe that every person has a story to tell.
Sure they do.
Okay? But just don't write that book. There's much more to you than that book, because your book is a gateway. And if you're that business owner and you haven't written that book, why haven't you written that book? Why are you leaving money on the table? Okay? There's much more to you than just having that brick and mortar or that virtual business. Okay? Or in your case, Joshua, having those fashion shows. Oh, I would love to talk to you. I'm gonna put my information on here. Okay. And I want you to have this 15-minute Zoom meeting with me. I would love to talk to you.
He's a dope person to talk to. I kid you not, he's a super dope person. Thoroughly enjoy him.
I want to talk to Joshua. Get my information there and let's have a meeting.
Yeah.
Because I love to see people, that's living their truth. That's walking, in this. This is excitement for me, okay? This is something that really charges me up, okay? When I see people doing what's in their heart to do. I love that. Girl, I love testimonials. Yes,
I kid you not. You will be wowed when you have a conversation with him. He's super sweet, a dope individual, and lives authentically in his purpose. lives in
right,
and,
now.
and is not afraid of it. And that's what I absolutely thoroughly enjoy
Wonderful.
about it. You're bold in what you do and has no regrets about anything you do. Now, if there's some regrets, he hasn't shared them with me. I don't know about them. But even then, it's nothing that is at the forefront. Oh, I regret doing that. And I regret. No, you live so much in your truth in your right now that it's just like, I don't have time. Like he made a statement that the past is for reflection, not revisiting. Like, you
Yes.
have a reflection on, I remember when I did that, I just did. But however, it brought me to where I'm at now. Thoroughly
Yes.
enjoyed that. And even in the process, there was a statement that he had made. Let's see, said something about filtering. I can't find where it's at, but he got to change his filter. And when he made reference to that, I thoroughly loved that because I thought about how we're using water. And when we run the water all the time, we always have to change our filter so that, that the impurities that are coming out of there.
Is this it?
That's why I'm slowing down. So so I can change my filter. I'm grateful for that because if you do not change that filter, there's a lot of crud and stuff that gets backed up and you get stuck in that, and all that stuff needs to come out. So when you change your filter, there's some stuff that can flow through there and you're able to get the good product, right? Basically. So I'm grateful that you're able to really realize I need to change my filter. Sometimes you got to change your filter, change your surroundings, change what's getting ready to happen to you, change who's sowing into you. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad thing. And there's a lot of times when we say change, a lot of people think negatively in regards to change. Change is good. I hear Obama, change is good. So we don't have to feel like it's a bad thing to change. Sometimes it feels uncomfortable and it's a new way of doing certain things, but change is good. And I'm grateful that you're changing your filter because you're cleaning up some stuff and you realize that there is a clean product. There's a good thing that we have to go through. I'm super grateful for that.
Yeah.
So
you got to make room for the new blessing. And it's true. You got to change those filters. You definitely have to do that because along the way on this journey, you'll pick up things. So you have to, change that. You have to rejuvenate. You have to, move into higher heights and deeper depths. We cannot stay the same. Okay. We cannot stay the same. We have to move on. We cannot be stuck in a place. Okay. Because this is a journey.
It is.
It's a journey. We talked about on Tuesday. Enjoy the journey. Okay. Don't look at the destination where you're supposed to enjoy. Enjoy every step of the journey. It's very important. But you have to change those filters.
Have to.
Spark plugs, they need changing
all of it
once in a while, right?
They should. My car, kid you, I got the oil change and they said, hey, you need to change your spark plugs. And I'm like, man, you couldn't change them now, but then he showed me the price and I was like, you guys can't change that right now. No, we're not changing that right. If the car's still gonna work, we're gonna wait. I can't afford that change just right now. We're gonna get it changed though, but you have to change those. It's mandatory.
You have to change them. You have to. Everything needs to change. Yes.
In order to keep running, you gotta change. In order
to keep running, it has to change. And because we can't keep, teaching our audience the same thing over and over again. There has to be a change for higher heights and deeper depths.
Even if we're teaching the same thing, things change and things evolve. So even if I'm teaching you confidence, I still have to go along with, okay, I'm teaching you confidence, but this is the end trend, so to speak.
Yes.
So we realize things change. This generation isn't the same as a former generation or the generation that's to come. So even though we're all going to have some type of thing that we're going to need our confidence in some type of way, we still have to realize who we are. We have to govern ourselves to this present age. So I got to serve this present age. So who they are, I got to be able to make sure this particular message that I'm speaking to you is going to live. It's timeless. It doesn't matter which age period that I am. It's a timeless message, but I still got to serve the present age so that they're able to grasp what it is that I'm saying. So timeless message, but just be able to appeal to the individuals that you're trying to.
Exactly. And that's so very important. Yeah. Always keep it relevant. Yes. It's so important. But unmask their perception. Okay. Help them to understand. With all thy getting, get an understanding. Wisdom is the principal thing, right? Change is a part of evolution. And that's so true. wisdom's the principal thing, but with all that get an understanding. Not until people understand will they be a change. Mm-hmm. Once they understand, they'll begin to see clearly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because with understanding comes sight. Mm-hmm. Just like with meditation. Sure. Okay. He said he liked to meditate. When you meditate on something, you begin to see it.
Sure.
Okay. You begin to formulate it. You begin to put that in visualization format. Okay. And once you see something, you arrive there. A lot of times people have a bad perception and they don't know how to get there because of all the junk they have inside. That's why the filter has to be changed. Okay. That's why the filter has to be changed. Because you unmask their perception of how they saw things before. Now they're able to see it clearly. Because as long as they were foggy, as long as they didn't understand, okay, they were blind. Mm-hmm. You could speak to them till they blue, black, and green in the face. If they don't understand, they will never change.
Right.
But once understanding comes, then they'll see it.
Absolutely.
So that's what we as leaders have to help our audience to do. Whether we are leaders, whether we're that business owner, whether we're that author, we have a great responsibility to change the trajectory of people's lives. And not only the lives of that person who's reading that book, who's buying that product, who's has that service, but also the people that surrounds that individual.
Sure.
And not only that, for generations to come. That's why we have to walk true to our purpose.
Sure.
Okay? We have to live our truth.
Yeah.
We have to have that confidence, because with confidence comes boldness.
Sure.
Okay? And it comes also power to shift things, because we are atmosphere shifters.
Yeah.
Okay? When we walk in the room, no matter how cold that room is, we could shift that atmosphere.
Should be. That's exactly what we should do.
We don't have to say a thing. We don't have to say a thing because of the power that comes from us. Some people call it, what do they call that? The aura or whatever. Whatever they call that. But there's energy there, y'all. Each of us has an energy. And y'all know, y'all feel it. It's either a good energy or a bad energy. And I'm saying positive or negative. Okay?
It's energy. Which one is it?
But when you live in your truth, you're walking in confidence, you're walking in your expertise, okay? You have the ability to change someone's life, to bring understanding into their darkness, into their blindness, okay? Because we all have something to contribute on the world stage.
Sure we do.
Okay?
Absolutely
I don't keep it small. The world stage. With 63,000 Google searches every second of every day of people looking for information to better their condition. Okay? We can't take this lightly.
We cannot. Not at all.
We can't take this lightly. We have to be about our Father's business, because this is just the way it is. Live the purpose. Okay?
You're going to either draw a person to do better, or you're going to drive them to do worse. And you should always draw them to become a better individual. So it's a drawing and driving thing. Which one are you going to do? I prefer to impact your life. I prefer to impact it for the better versus trying to drive you crazy and drive you insane. I do not want you in one of those rooms. It's a white cell that's padded and you got a white jacket on hugging yourself because you came in contact with me. There's absolutely, I don't want to drive you to a mental ward at all. I want to drive you to your purpose. I want to draw you closer to who you are supposed to be. That's the purpose of us having that great energy that's around us. You never want to have that negative energy around you. Now, I'm not saying you won't have bad days. I'm not saying that everything is going to be peaches and cream all the time. However, there should be more good days than you do have bad days. And if you're in that negative space, it's okay for you to pull back and say, I can't be around anybody right now. I am just not at this point where I can talk to people. And it's okay for you not to answer your telephone. It's okay for you not to respond to a text message. It's okay for you not to respond to a DM or an email. It's okay for you not to do that, especially if you know your energy is off. No, ma'am. No, sir. Leave people alone until you can draw yourself in and that you're able to be that life shifter again. I'd rather have a positive impact than to impede on anyone. That's how I feel too. If I cannot positively affect you in a good way, and if it's feeling like you're going, whatever I do is going to be malicious, it cause you to shift and become negative. Nah.
And that's it. You know, when it's like that, you can't help anybody when you dream. Okay, you can't. You have to have some time off for yourself to reflect. You know, that's why it's so important to live your truth and walk in your truth. All right, because you can't help anybody when you feel some type of way, because you're doing damage to them.
Right.
You know, and it's more than self-care. In the way of pedicures and manicures and different things of that nature. It's more than that. It's so much more than that. Yeah.
Self-care is more than just beauty. Yeah. But if you're gonna do some self-care, make sure you're doing some meditation. Go ahead and do this. Get you some prayer time in. It's okay.
Empty
your self-care. Self-care comes in resting and relaxing. That is a part of self-care, because if I'm not taking care of self, you know, that self can't get done. These can't get done. This can't get slicked down, and they can't get taken care of. I'm grateful for those self-cares, and it gives me a little bit of a boost of confidence. However, if I don't take care of this internal, if this heart ain't taken care of, if I don't have time to have this mental relaxation for my mind, I'm not going to even have time when the nail lady starts doing my nails and I'm going to sit here and start fussing. Now, my ring finger right here, I'm really mad at right now. I got a whole attitude. But thanks be unto God, I'm so sincere. This is a whole truth moment right now. Thanks be unto God that I did take some time to myself and I was able to chill out, because my ring finger over here, she done cut it and it heaves over right here. And I got half of my nail that's on there. She cut it. She gave me oval. I like squoval. I think that's how they pronounce it, because I like square oval nails. But my nails they're completely oval right now. And I'm okay with the look. That's typically not how I wear it. But she ruined my ring finger. But thanks be unto God, I took some mental. I did really rest that. I kid you not. I'm thankful for rest, because this is an investment here. So whatever I'm paying you for, I'm paying you for me to look like a certain way. I don't want to, and my ring finger is off. You see, look, you can even see it. You see my finger, it just go over.
Tiffany, you're not being petty, are you?
Yes, I am. And no, I'm not. But
I paid for this. That's true.
I paid you for this experience. So I'm like, expect every finger looks right except for that one. So I had a problem low key with it, but I'm saying my mental stability and the way that I took care of myself before, when she did it, it wasn't one of those things where I felt like I needed to go off on her. And I'll check you. I know how to check an individual without having to be nasty, because I don't believe checking somebody has to be like, what are you doing? And I don't think you have to do that. There's a way that I can tell you, hey, because there's a few fingers that she didn't do to right now. I was like, hey, can you shave that off a little bit more? I could tell you these are they. But having that mental rest that I had, I was able to talk to her in a way that she was able to understand, versus being disrespectful or being nasty to it. There's a way to check an individual. However, if you don't have that self-time to you, and you do stuff about your mind and do stuff about your heart, stuff is going to come out, and it could come out in a nasty way. And it can, again, here we go with the drawing or driving. It's either going to draw you to say, you know what, I can't wait to go ahead. Get up, lady, take your money back. I don't want to deal with you no more. I don't care what your nails look like. Get out of here. So, it could go either way. But you having that self-care, I mentally made sure I took care of myself so that I wasn't doing anything disrespectful. Or when she see me, still it's my brand. So I don't ever want her to see me and be like, oh, we can't do that. Especially if I'm rocking my brand and I'm walking around and I'm talking about, hey, this is, and then I come in there being nasty. That doesn't work. So I will take time away to make sure I'm cool, so that anything that I'm saying to you, I'm living what I'm saying. And if I ever am to a point where I am not able to live what I say, I'm gonna stay away from people, because I don't want to ever be able, I don't want the two to be conflicted. I want them to be, whatever I tell you, I'm actually doing that.
It's true. And it's so important, because we ever teaching people, okay? We ever teaching people, because we don't know what type of situation that person is facing, okay? And we have things that's deposited inside of us. We may never have to say those things, but whatever it is drawn out of us when we come into the presence of others, okay? And we don't know what, why her day was off or anything of that nature.
I have no clue.
So we're always teaching. We always teaching, like you say, with the brand, we can't do that. Okay.
We can't.
We have to be mindful. Don't go off on people and stuff like that. There's always a way. Always talk to people where you're not tearing them down, because sometimes these things last a lifetime.
Because they're words. You can't take those back. Those words will last longer than a scar.
You cannot take them back. And this is,
I said them words can last longer than the actual hit itself. So that's a scar in itself. So if I say something disrespectful to you, you'll always remember that. So I'm just gonna always remember that. I don't believe in the sticks and stones may break my bones, but words are never hurt.
Oh no,
them words hurt
that's
just as bad as those sticks and stones. So
because words are powerful. Words are powerful. That's why we get up early in the morning and speak affirmations to ourselves. I am. Okay. And that's what you speak, because that will come into being. You have to speak it. Okay. You have to speak it. That's it. Thinking, speaking, and visualization. Those are 3 keys to maximize your potential. Now, the connection. Okay. Change the way you think. And when you change the way they think, you'll change what they see.
Sure.
Okay. When you change the way they think, you'll change what they see. Where they couldn't see before, or they seen things partially, now they'll have a clear vision. Okay. A clear vision, because this is a connectivity right there. Okay. When you change that, there's a connectivity. And this is how you get them to avoid connecting with doubt and small-mindedness. Now they'll begin to see things in a whole different light. Okay? A whole different light.
That should.
Great connection. Great topic today.
Connections is key. We did good. I hope we connected with the audience on today. And I hope you're able to live in your truth.
Live in your truth.
So
yes. But we hope that, what we have shared with you about experience living your truth, that you would pay attention to those around you, that you would lead them, that you will take them outside of the noise, that you will unmask their perception of the way they see things. And when you do that, you'll not only change the way they think, but you'll change the way that they see. Okay, you'll change the way that they see. That's when transformation occurs, when you change the way that they see things. And we just thank you all for joining us today on this powerful Thursday with Experience Living Your Truth. Because let me tell you, when you know the truth will make you free. It will make you free. And how many of you need to be free? Free in your mind.
That
in a way that you see yourself, okay? Free, because so many things has boggled you down throughout the years. All you have to do is be unapologetically you. Be unapologetically you. Just be you. Be you, okay? You tried everything else. Now just be you.
Ooh, that's powerful. You done tried everything else. Now, how about you try being yourself?
Try being yourself. Ain't that something? I gotta write that down. I'm gonna use that one today. but this has been a great broadcast. And Tiffany, as we sign off, y'all, we just love y'all. We appreciate y'all, being with us today, whether you chimed in the comments or not. Those of you who have chimed in, thank you for being with us. those of you who are following us, you know, we see you. We see you, and we want to acknowledge you, and we appreciate you. But from Tiffany and I, we want you to remember, this is your time.
Yes.
This is your season. This is your turning point. So have a great rest of your day.
Grace and peace, everyone.